hella. I like to use the word hella. Um, I'm all about the hyphy movement in the Bay Area, and I mean it's kind of like a whole West Coast thing now. A lot of people in Portland are feeling it. Seattle, a lot of people in Seattle are feeling it. Um, SoCal, jerkin. That's that's. Some of the moves in jerkin, like when you're freestyle jerkin, especially, like you're like, nah, he's turfing. So I think that's funny because SoCal people hate on the word hella so much, and so I think that's funny when they're like, oh, yeah, that's just a stupid word. It's just a stupid word. Let's go jerk. You're like, you're just binding to the Bay Area movement a ton, like. And don't get me like jerking's cool, like it's high energy and like fun, like you're having fun when you're doing it. Like I see people doing it and it's cool, like whatever. Audio push, man, I think those guys are cool. The new boys are gay as shit. Um, Putting the pack on blast. Get famous, then holler at us. You're like, oh my god, the pack needs to blow up, man. If you don't know the pack, look up the pack, listen to the pack, bump the pack, spread the pack. The pack is the future. The pack is what's up. Bass music, man. It's just good. It's good, fun, up tempos. It's cool, man. It's cool music. The pack's the shit, man. Uh, to they came to Eugene, Oregon, where U of O's at. And if you know anything about Eugene, you know Eugene's shitty. Eugene has one good quality about it, and that is University of Oregon. It's a cool place to go party sometimes, like on the weekends or whatever. Um, College town, like that's cool. Like it's all about that. But other than that, it's in the middle of nowhere. Besides the college, everyone's old, crazy, weird hippies, man. Like just the hippiest of the hippies, the dirtiest of the dirty, man. And then and three, like and three, no, it's hay fever. You'll get horrible hay fever there. They grow grass to seed there. No, but for real, Eugene does not have any good qual. I got arrested in Eugene. I'm not a fan anymore. It's not a lot to do anyways, but that really solidified it. I was like, I'm not cool with Eugene anymore. But I went to the Pat concert in Eugene because they didn't come to Portland because there's not enough fan base. So please, people, blow the Pack up. Everyone buy their stuff. Everyone listen to it, bump their promote. Just please blow the Pack up for me. Um, they got to come to Portland and get a big real concert, or at least open for a big the Pack needs to blow up. Let's be real. Um, but I went to the concert, and me and my friends are like big Pack fans, and so like it's a pretty small group of friends that is really into the Pack, but like we're so into it, that we think the Pack's way bigger than they are at that point, and so we're like, oh shit, the Pack is coming. They're going to Eugene. Oh well, and we didn't know like where they were going, so we didn't know if it was gonna be very big or small. Cause whatever. And so um, we're getting super amped, like yes, the Pack, man, the Pack, everyone's gonna be there. The Pack, oh shit. We go. There's no one there. It is the smallest venue, man, and most people there are going for the local opener band, which by the way is so bad. There's just like fat kids, like a Jew fro. No hate on the Jews. Um, no racial. Yeah, that's another thing from Timothy De La Ghetto. That's funny. We need to spread that shit with the Pack. No racial. That's a funny. I like that. Everyone's got to be able to joke about race a little bit. If you're racist, that's not cool. But joking about race and stuff. If it's funny, then that's funny. Let's be real. Um, Anyways, it's like Jew throwing. He's like fat and he's sweaty and like his flow is whack and oh man, he was trying to like it was like underground, but like trying to be like mainstream, like kind of club banger ish feel, but the beat was whack, and his flow was so whack, and like he had like some little towel, like he was like a big rap. It was just And the guys he was with were all like hella square looking too. And most people that came to the Pack concert were their friends that came to see them. And some people left when they were done. And the Pack came on, and we're all super pumped. And only 2 people from the Pack came, and it was whack, man. I don't blame them. It's Eugene. No one wants to go to Eugene. Um, but I mean, they had a tiny little stage, and they were playing the music off a computer, and they need to blow up because they're legit. But yeah, so they need to come to Portland. Cause I'm not trying to go back to Eugene. I got arrested in Eugene for no reason. Oh man, it was whack. It was so whack. I got tackled by 2 cops and my head smashed in the ground on the cement. Like I didn't even know what was going on for a minute. Um, Stupid, stupid. I was in jail for 23 hours because they can only hold you up to 24. So they held me for 23 hours for open container, uh, MIP, and resisting arrest. Get that? I was tackled from behind, not running, not. I was on the ground like this. Like once they tackled me, I was like, oh my gosh, the police! Like what the oh my gosh! And so then like my first instinct is to put my hands behind my back and cross them like that. Like I've seen people get arrested like resisting doesn't do anything good. Like I know this. I watch cops. Like so my first instinct put my hand behind my back and they're like, put your hands behind your back. And I'm like, my wrists are touching behind my back. I'm like, they are. They're like, stop resisting. I'm like, I'm not. They're like, stop resisting. I'm like, what do you want me to do? They're like, stop resisting. I'm like, I'm not resisting. And they wouldn't listen. And they're like moving my arms around. So like my arms like this behind my back, and they're moving them like this and then back like this. I'm like, that's where they were. And then they move them again. And so I'm like, it was so whack. And I hadn't even been drinking. Someone handed me a half-empty beer can as I was crossing the street. They're like, hold this for a second, homie. I'm like, all right. And I had not been drinking that night because I was doing some other stuff. And so I hadn't even been drinking. It wasn't my beer. And this kid handed it to me as I was crossing the street. Lesson learned: don't take stuff from people. But there was a cop across the street, and I was on the phone, so I didn't hear him. And that's when I got tackled and everything. Oh yeah, I was in jail for 23 hours in a waiting, in the waiting thing with a whole bunch of people, and the people I was with, man, it's Eugene, so it's all old, weird, creepy people, and they were all talking about like, oh man, yeah, last week we were blah blah like that. The people that have been arrested like their 30th time that have been there, and it's all like violent crimes. Like 2 people had strangled people in there, and like they're like, I didn't do it, man, I didn't do it, and they close the door and they're like, yeah, man, I did it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like a 20-year-old kid, and like open container. Like I wasn't even drinking. Like, and I'm with these 2 guys that strangled people. This guy that beat like his wife. Like this crazy guy, man. He was running around like fuck the police, and I was like, well, yeah, fuck the police. But he was crazy. He was like slamming shit, and like there's a guy just puking in the garbage can, and we were forced to face one wall. Like we could, like you turn around to look, and they're like, turn around. And you're like, oh my god. So you like face one wall and like metal chairs and a cement floor, and someone trying to sleep. And oh man, I was Hugh Hefner for Halloween, and so I'm wearing like silk pajama shit. That was good when I came in. Everyone's like, ooh. I was like, fuck my life. Um, So yeah, man, I was wearing silk pajamas and it was freezing, and I was trying to curl up on the ground in the cement, and I couldn't sleep or shit because there was like rapists and stranglers and all this. It was just crazy. What was I talking about? The pack? Hyphen? Hella. I think I was talking about hella. Hella's a good word. I don't care what SoCal says. Blow up the pack. Don't go to Eugene. Uh, yeah, I think that's about it. Don't take random stuff from random people as you're crossing the street when there's 3 bicycle police across the street because they will tackle you. Peace.